for my weekly update, I will start off with the update on the diet. For the week, I lost 1.2 pounds. That's a total of 21.4 pounds so far. So that's good. You know, losing between 1 and 2 pounds a week is what they say is healthy. So I'm happy with that. So the diet is continuing to go well. I have not cheated at all. I'm not saying I won't ever, but my goal is to not do any kind of cheating until July when we go on vacation. And when you're on vacation, my gosh, you have to eat whatever in the heck you want, in my opinion. So let's see. The next thing, I had told you before I was kind of playing around with different nail designs, and I had showed you that book, and I meant to bring it so I could show it again, and I forgot. If I remember, I'll put a link to it in the description box. But what I did on my nails this week are like these flowers, and that's totally not out of that book. What these are nail wraps, and so they're the Sally Hansen Salon Effects. And I don't know if you can see the residue right there, but that's where a clearance sticker was, because these are like, I think they're like $8 or something like that, and they're supposed to last 10 days. I've had them on since yesterday, and you know, so I really can't judge yet. They're on clearance, so I thought, well, I'll buy them and I'll give them a try. And they're really easy to put on, and you don't have to worry about them drying or anything like that. So just wanted to show you those. I also wanted to show you my projects, and I was a knitting fiend this past week. I was knitting in the morning before I went to work, I was knitting at lunch, I was knitting after work, I was staying up way past my bedtime to knit. I don't know what got into me, but I think I've told you before, I really like that Bernat yarn that's called Softy Chunky. It just works up really fast, and you can see your progress really easily, like with a scarf. It's like it comes out so quickly because it's thick, so you can really see your progress. So here's the scarves I did. There's this one, and it has like greens and gray, and this is what the label looks like. But this color is called Verdigris. I think that's how you pronounce it, I'm not positive. And then I did one like this. I really like this one. It's really neat. It has like mauve and light blue and brown and like off-white. It's really pretty. And the color of that one is Midwest Chintz. So it's kind of like a westerny. And then this one, let me get the hey, where'd the label go? Up there it went. Then there's this one, which is really cool colors too. It has like a couple of different shades of orange and turquoise and off-white. And these are just really super soft. I think this would, if I knew how to make a sweater, that would feel good on a sweater. And that color is called Kimono. And then the last scarf I made is, let me see, let me get the, I saved the labels in here, and okay, is this one. And it's got orange and hot pink and like a magenta color, and it's just really pretty colors. I like that a lot. And that one is called Spirited. And with that same kind of yarn, so I made 4 scarves and 2 pair of slippers. And so here's the slippers. The first ones are that same Spirited that last scarf was. And these I made like tube slippers. So, and they're so soft and warm, and so that I don't slide all over the floor and break my neck, I used a weird pause is because my battery died. This camera goes through batteries so quickly. It's just a little Nikon or Nikon Coolpix, and it goes through the AA batteries like crazy. So I actually ordered a different camera that's supposed to be delivered tomorrow that's actually a camcorder, not just, a regular camera, so we'll see how that works. But back to the slippers. I put little, I used puff paint and put little dots, so that gives them some traction. So I got a pair of slippers like that, and then I also made a pair of slippers that are in the color Denim Ombre. It looks like this, and I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but the dots on it I used black. I just bought a big thing of Tulip brand puff paint in black and one in white. And I made these for myself. I'm going to keep them for myself because my feet get really cold. I won't sleep in them because I can't sleep with anything on my feet, but just walking around the house, I think those will be nice and warm. I have a tall pair of slippers that I bought a long time ago, and I love those, so I know I'm going to like these. And these each took 1 skein of yarn apiece. I did 12 rows and then folded it over to make a cuff, and then it's 58 rows for the rest of it. And those, I used just the small round little Nifty Knitter sock loom. So that's my projects, and now I've only have 1 more or 2 more skeins of the Bernat Softy Chunky, and I'm going to make it 1 more pair of slippers. And then I might buy some, well, not yet, but when my yarn diet's over, after I've used up a bunch of this yarn, I'm going to buy some solid colors. So that's it for projects. I also wanted to tell you, I told you about Zulily and how I've been ordering a lot from them. I've kind of toned back some because I only have a certain budget for it, and I'm trying to budget for Zulily and plus Blue Rose Beatery, and then, there's some other things that I'd like to get towards, since it's coming close to summertime, so I've kind of toned back. But I wanted to tell you what great customer service they have, because I had ordered these pajamas, and when they came, there were no bottoms. It just had the shirt, just the top. So I sent them an email, and they don't have any returns, so I wasn't sure how does it work, excuse me, if it's an incomplete order. So I sent them an email, and they came back and said, we're really sorry that happened, and they were going to just send me a new set, but they no longer were available. So what they did was they credited my account for the price of the pajamas, told me to keep the shirt, plus they credited me $10 just for my trouble. It was no trouble. I just thought that was amazing customer service. So not only did I get my money back, I get to keep the shirt, which is really cute, and I got $10. That was just great customer service, and I wanted to pass that along. It's a really good company that has that kind of service. And then the last thing I wanted to show you is how I store my knitting looms. We have a closet that all it had in it was our hot water tank. And so I bought those. 3M makes those hooks that you can stick on the wall, and then later if you're done with them, you just pull the bottom and the hook comes off cleanly. It doesn't mess your wall up or anything. Not that I'd care about a closet where the hot water tank goes, but they're just really convenient, and they come with extra sticky things, so like if you wanted to move the hook, you could do that. And I have an eye that will not stop watering. I think maybe I have allergies or something, I don't know. It's irritating. But anyway, I bought those hooks. You can get them that'll hold all the way up to 5 pounds, which a loom is not that heavy. So what I'm going to do is insert right here a short little video showing you my loom storage. Hi guys, this is to show you my loom storage. This is the closet where our water heater is, and you are going to hear it really good because my husband just got out of the shower, so it's running. So this is our water heater, and my husband's shoe storage is here because he always used to kick his shoes off right here in front of this door, so I thought I'll hang an organizer. So since really this closet wasn't being used for anything, I hung those 3M hooks. Those are a couple of yarn keepers. And then over here is where I have my looms. There's like my Nifty Knitter rectangular or long looms. Over there is Cindy Wood. There's a hat loom and a slipper loom. And then, of course, we've got our dustpan, my sock looms, which I've never used yet. And then down here, I've got my round looms, my hat loom. Here's like a bag holder. There's an empty one because I have a scarf going. So, yeah. Rather than have this be a closet where all we had was a water heater, I dual-purposed it, and that's where I put my looms. So, there you have it. That's my loom storage. I thought that was a pretty good idea. Just have a few things that we store in that closet. Nothing flammable, obviously, since it's a gas water heater. So, yeah, I think that was all I had for today. Hopefully, well, and that was the other thing, is in my last vlog that was kind of long, where I told you more about myself, and it kind of cut off at the end quickly there, and I couldn't figure out what had happened, and it cut out in the middle too. I figured it out. It was, the camera was overheating, so that's another reason I went ahead and ordered a different camera, because this one, it's a wonderful, the Nikon's a great camera for taking pictures and doing short videos. It does a really good job, but if I ever want to do another tutorial, or if I want to do any longer videos, it doesn't work so great for that, because like I said, it eats the batteries, and this new one I'm going to get is like rechargeable batteries, and also this overheats, so that's what was happening the last time. So yeah, so diet's still successful. I've been a knitting fool the last week. I don't know if I'll be that way so much this coming up week, because I'm all out of the yarn that works up really quick. And so I guess now that I'm rambling, I'll go. I'll talk to you later. Bye.